Hello, everyone, and welcome to this impromptu episode of Hands Across the Water. I'm here with my co-host Andy Nichols, as you know from the Two Legs Paul McCartney podcast, and we're here to talk about the breaking news that has come out today regarding the reissue of the 2014 Beatles in Mono box set. Probably one of the most sought after items in the whole of the Beatles canon. And I've put up a video earlier today, and I've flicked through some of the comments, and everyone is, well, most people are, are happy about this release. Very, very happy about this. In fact, one of my viewers has just described it as almost the most happiest day of his life.
Wow.
So, and people are getting really so happy that this they're getting another opportunity to get this. And let's have your thoughts. Andy, did you get the box back in 2014?
I did not. I could not swing it back in 2014. It was just there was no way possibly to get it. Been seeking it like everybody else out there in the Beatles community, the fan community that has wanted this. You've read the forums. Are they going to reissue the monos? Are they going to reissue the monos? So many fans wanted to get it. And you've gone secondary markets like Discogs and eBay, fetching upwards of £1,000 or dollars, sometimes $2,000. I actually had a bid on a mono set back in February for $1,100 and lost it. And a lot of people were willing to pay big money to get the mono set. And here we are now at the end of May. The Beatles have announced that they're going to reissue the mono set. And thank God Apple has done that, because so many Beatles fans wanted a chance to get this. And you've got it now, as Tony, as you beautifully illustrated in your video. The price value, the influx in 11 years' time has not really, the value of it hasn't changed too much. You got it for what, 300 something pounds back in
320. I paid for it in 2014 from Amazon, and in the UK in sterling prices, it's 430
now.
So it's gone up like £100, £110, in 11 years, which is, this is a good price for a really sought after item. And with all the news that we've been coming, anthology and the Beatles US albums, people are not happy that anthologies come in. And they weren't happy about the Beatles US albums, although I was quite happy about them because I've never owned them. But a lot of people were not interested in that. They weren't interested in the red and the blue. And the constant thing that that I saw on my channel is, why aren't they listening to us? Why aren't they giving us what they want? And this proves that it may be complete coincidence or fluke that they are listening to us, or that they've issued something that people want, or it just could be a complete complete fluke that they thought, no, we'll release the Beatles in mono again.
Which might go against you made the video you made some time ago. Does Apple actually know what they're doing? In this case, they do.
Yeah, they do. They do, because this is what we've already seen. So, folks, if you haven't seen how they have done this, they have sent out an email.
And you only got the email if you were subscribed and a pre-existing customer for the Beatles store, which I think if you're watching this channel, and most of us out here, you've bought something off the Beatles store at some point. So you got an email, and they gave you 24 hours of early access. So it actually doesn't go on sale to the general public until tomorrow, the 30th of May. So let's take a look at the email that went out and see exactly what we had here. Here's the email, okay? The Beatles, back in stock. Shop now. Get back to mono. There it is. The legendary Beatles Mono and Box is back in stock exclusively to the Beatles store. For being on our mailing list, you're first in line. Mastered in 2014 from the Analog Master Tapes, the albums come with faithfully replicated artwork and within a lavish, limited 14 LP box, which also includes a 108-page hardbound book. This limited edition box set is available for the first time since its original release in 2014. Click below to get 24-hour access. Available to everyone in. Okay, so if you joined it, you can get it. So let's click the links and let's do early access and see what happens here. Check it out. Here in the US store, it is sold out. At $545 US, it is sold out. So we're going to have to wait and see.
So those, there's been a few naysayers about this. People, some YouTubers, usually reputable YouTubers,
folks,
see, he's not happy about this, but
his loss.
He needs to understand, and this is an example that it's already sold out for the subscribers of Beatles.com, but it will still be available tomorrow on the 30th of May for the rest of people to buy. But in the UK, they're saying 1 copy per person. Last time I looked, they had 99 left. I haven't looked since, but this is a much sought after item, and people that are not happy about this being released are just not reading the room. As far
you're not reading the room, because if you're not into the vinyl, don't poo-poo it for other people. It's a wonderful release that many Beatles fans have wanted for over a decade, and now it's available again.
Yeah. Don't piss on everybody else's chips, just because they're happy about it. They're happy about it.
For somebody like me, I don't own any flip backs. I don't have any kind of repressing of any mono copy of any album of any kind of all. I own a couple of UK pressings, but they're not flip backs. I don't even own it. Yeah, there you go.
They're beautiful things. These beautiful things. They've been so well done, and in each one of these has got a description about how they do it, because one of the things about this mono box set, which has not been prevalent in all the other box sets, is that they have gone to the analog tapes. They've produced everything in mono from the analog tape, so there's no digital intervention here. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with digital intervention, because the idea is that they do go back to the original analog tapes, the multi-track tapes with the stereo remixes, but then they transfer it to a digital file, because they don't want to run pressings from the original tapes, in case, because they're so precious, they don't want them to break. So they create one digital master from the original analog multi-track tapes, and then they press the vinyl from the digital. And let's not, there's nothing wrong with digital. We've loved CDs for 40 years. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's what kind of makes this box set special, is because it's very authentic. It's very 1960s. Because mono's not really a thing past 1968.
Right?
And then everything is in stereo. So this is what the value is of this. And it says, and you get one of these in every one of the albums that are in the box set. And they pretty much say the same thing, but it says the packaging of this album replicates as closely as possible the artwork and construction of the original LP released in November 1963. This is with the Beatles, this one.
Sure.
Some of the copyright information has changed since then. The revised information is listed here and on the labels of the disc. But the thing is, it's 180 gram vinyl. It's gone back to the original master tapes, analog recordings. This is why this is such a sought after our box set for fans.
And here we are 11 years later, and we've got it, because it is done, as you kind of eloquently said there, it's done the right way, transfer from the analog tapes. There's been no digital anything with this. It's done the right way. Right. And what we've learned right now, what we hear is that it's been 1,000 allocated, at least in the US store, pre-sale, 5,000 maybe worldwide, or maybe just in the American store. I don't know. We don't know the count yet, but we do know that tomorrow, when it goes on sale for the general public, that I would imagine, Tony, that this will be gone rather quickly.
I think so. I don't know what the number of.
We heard 5,000.
Yeah, was that for the pre-order, the for the website subscribers, or is that tomorrow?
What tomorrow? 1,000 for 1,000, because 1,000 for the the pre-order subscribers, and now an additional 5,000 for everybody else. But I don't know if that 5,000 is worldwide or it's specific to the UK or the US or the rest of the world. We'll have to wait and see tomorrow because if you go on the Beatles.com right now, you don't see this listed at all. It's not there. You have to have the email.
People have said that in the comments. I can't see it on Beatles.com, and they haven't understood what I've said in the video. Again, people are saying, "I never thought I'd ever live to see this day." Then people are really, really happy about it, and
as we should be.
So they are, and so they are.
And it gives a chance for a lot of people to own, like me for the first time, a top loader, and not just on CD.
Yes.
And not just on CD, because that's all I've gotten so far is the CD. I've got the CD box, but now I'll have a top loader on vinyl. There you go. Let's see it, Tone.
So with the mono, you obviously you get a number there, and it is a top loader, and it's not in there. So the LPs come out of the top of the sleeve like that, and they're in their black original inner sleeves as they
lined,
and you get your poster, you get your portrait prints and everything, so it's a complete package.
This is a big release for the Beatles. And if anybody who undermines it, you don't have your finger on the pulse, because so many fans have wanted this and have not been able to get it, who are willing to spend thousands of dollars to get it. A follower of our other show, Two Legs, said to me today he was willing to drop $2,000 on it over the years. And here you have a chance to get it now for $545 US and about, what would you say, about 465 pounds sterling? 430 pounds sterling. That is a bargain, the best I ever had, as Roger likes to sing.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's it works. There's 14 LPs in here, not 14 albums, but 14 LPs. In other words, pieces of vinyl. 2 in the white album and 3 in the mono masters.
Yes.
And the other thing about the mono masters is that it has got the Yellow Submarine tracks, the 4 Yellow Submarine tracks in mono, which they've never been released before. They've only been released in stereo before.
Bulldog, It's All Too Much.
All Together Now,
and
Only a
Northern Song. Yeah.
So it's got that as well, and so that's a big pulling point. But it's got all those fantastic B-sides and non-album tracks.
Fantastic release
in pure mono. Now I'm not a massive fan of mono. I was brought up on stereo. I love stereo, but this is just such a beautiful item that I just think that anyone that can afford to to spend money on this will not regret it. They won't regret it. It comes with this this fantastic book, which is really, really good quality. I mean, the pictures in it are superb, really, really good quality. I'll try and show a little bit of it. It's glossy.
Of course, nothing but the best from the Beatles.
Lots of great essays about each of the albums and reviews from the music press at the time and all that sort of thing. So you're getting contextual feel about these albums. Every track sort of every album has got a little essay about it. Tells you tracks. You see the tape boxes and all that sort of stuff. 108 pages, I think, are in this. So it's
Tony, do you love it so much that you'll get a second copy?
No. I don't need a second copy. But I'm just I'm so glad that I bought it at the time, because I think I've said to you before, Andy, it was just a complete fluke that I got it, because I wasn't buying vinyl in 2014. I still had my turntable and I was still playing vinyl, vinyl that I had previously, but I've never, I was going nowhere near buying vinyl in 2014. And I just saw, when this was announced, I just saw it and I thought, that looks awesome. And I don't have the Beatles in mono. At that point, I don't have them in mono. well, I had one or two original albums, but that's it.
That was it, right? No, this is
in mono in this beautiful box with this beautiful book. It was an absolute no-brainer. I just went for it, and absolutely no regrets. 320 quid, well spent.
Well spent 11 years later, and God bless you for it. And, you know, I remember I saw your video that you did quite a while ago on it. You've shown it to me off air. It looks like a lovely set. I cannot wait to get it. And the great thing is about it, it's not coming out in November. It's coming out in July. We don't have to wait that long till it arrives, which is fantastic. It'll be at our doorsteps before you know it. So let us know in the comments below if you got lucky enough to get it in the UK or the US. Boyan, I wish you luck, mate. I'm praying for you. I want you to get it.
Yeah.
Thank your mom for it, because God, I know you're going to want it. So I hope you get it. And it's going to be fantastic to actually finally own the Beatles in mono. I cannot wait. Again, here we go. It's May, but it might as well be Christmas. And it's fantastic. It really is.
And the fact that it is coming out in July means that there's still something to come out in Q4. In the last quarter of the year, that we'll get something else from the Beatles camp. I'm absolutely sure.
And sandwich in between a Paul tour and a Paul album. Here you go. Done. Fantastic. So let us know in the comments if you got lucky enough to pre-order it, or you're going to wait till tomorrow when it actually becomes public, and you'll be one of the first people to just hop on there and just go click, boom, boom, done. So let us know. So thanks for checking it out. The mono albums are back, people. Enjoy it, grab it, and it is a box set to behold and to be enjoyed.
If you know, my advice is that if you're if you're wavering about it, don't waver. If just get it, because you won't regret it. It is a thing of absolute beauty, and think of it as an investment, because if you look at how the first copy, the first print went, people are scalpers and flippers are selling this for £2,000, and obviously the fact that this is coming out again is going to knock that on the head. Well, to some degree anyway, because obviously it's not going to be it's not a wholesale release, it's limited edition, so people are going to miss out a second time. Don't let that be you. Don't let that be you, as we like to say. Yeah, go ahead, Tony. I was just saying, if you're thinking or wavering about it, just go for it. Just go for it, because you won't regret it.
You will not regret this. As we like to say, our motto is life is short by the tickets. In this case, life is short by the box set. You can buy it tomorrow. So, Tony, this is great excitement, great news here in the Beatles camp today on the 29th of May. Exciting news all around.
I'm so happy for people that have wanted this for so long that they're getting a chance to get it. It's great news.
Absolutely,
and finally, they have given the people what they wanted.
They absolutely have. They listened to Beatley Tone. They watched this video from a year ago, and they said, we've got to re-release that box set, because that mate said, we don't know what we're doing. Now we're going to release the mono box set again. And they listened to him proper, as they should have, because, listen, it's a wonderful release to behold, and it'll be enjoyed by all very soon. So that'll do it for us. Stay tuned to our next episode dropping next week. We have a brand new episode with our friend Kyle Hand, who could not join us tonight. So we had to talk about the mono box set. Be very curious. We're going to have a part 2 of this probably to get his take on the mono box set and what it means to a younger guy. Is he into it? Is he not? Will he go and get it? So as we do on Hands Across the Water, we have the 3 takes from our different generations. We'll have Kyle back on for kind of a bit of a postscript on where he's at with the mono box set. Is he all in, or is he indifferent? So be sure to check us out very soon, coming soon for that.
Just one thing for anyone watching this now is that if you want this, the announcement is most likely to be at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So that's 2 o'clock in the UK. That's usually when the Beatles.com drop their news. So be on the ball if you're going to be in the virtual bundle for this. And good luck and happy shopping.
Indeed, and good luck to all. So for Beatly Tone, I'm Andy Nichols, and we'll see you on the next episode of Hands Across the Water. Thank you, everybody.
See you, everyone. Bye-bye.